Hey, what is happening? My name is Linus, you're watching TechLine, and Samsung Galaxy A70 is a device that costs around 400 euros, but it has great specifications, triple camera setup, and much more. As always, let's take a look at all the pros and cons of this device. When it comes to design, we're looking at quite a typical Samsung mid-range phone. We have glass on the front and the backplate of the phone feels like it's made of glass, but I might be wrong. Samsung calls it a Glastick backplate with 3D design. As for the frame, it's really sturdy, but it might be made of high-grade plastic, not metal. Either way, the phone looks and feels premium and the buttons are nice. I also like that the phone is thin and light despite the fact it has a huge 4500 mAh battery that lasts a long time. You can easily get over 10 hours of screen on time on this phone, and if you try to save energy by reducing screen brightness, you may even get over 13 hours of SOT. You can also fully charge the battery in just about 1.5 hours via the USB Type-C port. There is no wireless charging though. Another shortcoming, there is no LED notification light, but we do have a highly customizable always-on display. A major design letdown, the phone is not water resistant. On the other hand, the device is well crafted and it is comfortable to hold in the hand thanks to nicely curved edges on the back. Keep in mind, however, this is a huge phone due to its massive display that is now called the Infinity U. This Super AMOLED panel is really good overall. We have punchy colors, deep blacks, and great contrast. Sunlight legibility may not be the best, but it's quite decent. Samsung brought in-display ultrasonic fingerprint scanners to their mid-range segment. While the reader is not the fastest out there and you need to keep your finger pressed for a long time, it's really nice to see premium technology in mid-range phones. There's also a face unlock feature that is pretty accurate, but it could be a little bit faster. Flip the phone to the back and you'll find a triple camera setup. The main shooter has plenty of megapixels, the secondary collects depth information, and the last one uses an ultra-wide lens. On the front you can find a beefy 32 megapixel selfie shooter. As always, I'll talk about image quality in just a bit. Other key features include a headphone jack that provides great audio, a SIM card tray that lets you use 2 SIM cards and a microSD card at the same time, and last but not least, there is a pretty good loudspeaker that is implemented on the bottom of the device. Here are a few audio samples. The Snapdragon 675 is at the core of the Galaxy A70 and it's paired up with a good amount of RAM and plenty of storage. After using the phone for quite some time, I have to tell you that I really like this chipset and how Samsung optimized it for the best performance. Well, this CPU may not be the flagship grade, but the phone had absolutely no issues in gaming department. You can play all the latest 3D games on the Galaxy A70 without any stutter or lag. Last but not least, the PUBG runs fine even on the highest graphics settings, which is really impressive. Overall, the Galaxy A70 is a good choice for mobile gamers who cannot afford to pay the flagship phone price. The One UI 1.1 is built on top of Android 9, and if you have watched any of my Samsung phone videos, you know that I like this user interface because of its clean look, feature set, and the overall performance. The Galaxy A70 is no exception. You get all the same features and customization options like Samsung's flagship devices, and most importantly, the A70 is really fast and snappy on the daily basis. Seriously, the A70 feels like a flagship phone, really good overall performance. The overall image quality is really good. The pictures come out sharp, detailed, dynamic range is on point, and colors are pretty accurate. Well, some wide-angle pictures could be a tad sharper, but overall, the quality is really good too. Night image quality is not that impressive, but you can't expect flagship-grade results at this price point. Portrait mode takes nice-looking pictures as the subject stands out from the background quite well. Selfie image quality is quite impressive. I like the level of detail, sharpness, and skin tones. Selfie portrait mode does a great job separating the subject from the background. However, if you take selfies at night, the quality may not be really impressive. 4K video may be a little bit shaky as there is no image stabilization. Despite that, the footage looks really nice and sharp, continuous autofocus works well, and if you throw the phone on a gimbal, you can definitely shoot a really nice video with this phone. 1080p video is more stable, but still the footage is not the smoothest out there. You can also shoot videos using the wide-angle camera, but there are a few caveats. First, you cannot switch between the main and the wide-angle lens during the video recording. In other words, you need to decide which lens you want to use before you start shooting a video. Hopefully, Samsung will fix this in the future software updates. Second, you can use the wide-angle lens only in 1080p video mode. Last but not least, there is quite a bit of noise and some jello effect in the video. 1080p selfie video looks really nice and sharp, even though it's a bit shaky while walking. Last but not least, the sound recording quality is really good. And today's lighting conditions are not the best, but they are not the worst either, because we have a cloudy day. That means we have nice soft lighting. You can record slow motion videos in 720p at 240 fps. The quality may not be the best, but it's still usable. By the way, please check out full-length video samples on my secondary YouTube channel and subscribe while you're there. Samsung phones are usually great in the connectivity department, and the A70 is a good example. Call quality and signal reception are great, GPS is very accurate, and there are quite a few sensors on board. Last but not least, the A70 has NFC. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy A70 offers a lot of features for the price, but let's summarize all the pros and cons. The main shortcomings are that the device is not water resistant. You should also know that there is no LED notification light, but a good thing is that there is a highly customizable always-on display. The last shortcoming is that you cannot switch between different cameras during video recording mode, but hopefully it will be fixed with the future software updates. Now the pros, or why I think that the Samsung Galaxy A70 has a lot to offer for the price of about 400 euros. You get a premium design, great build quality, excellent display, and a versatile camera setup that produces great images and video. In addition, the phone offers great overall day-to-day and even gaming performance, plenty of RAM and storage, excellent battery life with fast charging, in-display fingerprint scanner, USB Type-C port, a headphone jack, and last but not least, you get a SIM card tray that lets you use 2 SIM cards and a microSD card at the same time. Just before I sign out, I wanted to show you guys awesome LED light strips made by Midranger and say thanks for sponsoring this video. They cost about 40 bucks, but they offer plenty of features, and both of them can be controlled via the phone app. The first LED strip has 7 scene modes, but my favorite is special music mode that works with the help with a built-in mic into the controller. The second LED strip that I've got can be controlled via the Wi-Fi, and most importantly, it supports Amazon Alexa. All in all, these LED strips bring a lot of value for the price, and I can easily recommend you to check them out, as I've been using them for the past month and they've been working absolutely fine. As always, you'll find all the links and show notes down below the video. Despite a few shortcomings, I think that the Samsung Galaxy A70 brings a lot of value to the table, but what do you think? Would you buy this device, or would you choose another option? As always, like the video if you liked it, drop me a comment down below if you have any questions, please follow me on social media, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching, and see you soon.